All right, so we were talking about how to know if your puppy is afraid. Here's a short video of a dog that I've worked with. Her name is Danny, and she was afraid of even just stepping outside. And you're gonna see some of the things that we talked about in that earlier slide. Tail is tucked, her ears are back, she's not taking food, or her eyes, we could say they're whale eyes. So observe this video and just make a mental note of some of the things that you might see. And maybe in the chat, if you can put down some of the behaviors or some of
the stress signals that you're seeing that you saw in the last slide. So there's a couple right there just to start off with. One or two.
Lip lick, whale eyes, panting.
She's not taking food. So that's a big sign for a dog that's already, really enjoys their food inside. If they're panting and backing away or just refusing or snatching treats really hard, we're going to notice that, hey, maybe they're a little stressed out right now. So we want to adjust our practices. Scoot in the frame a little more.
Yeah, so refusing food, panting. Ears back. Did anyone see ears back?
Lip licking. That's a hard one to say.
Lips.
Lip licking. Looking away.
Yeah, she was totally avoiding.
Avoiding the stressor. And then whale eye is when we see that big white area around the eyes. So successful canine parenting. We're just going to talk today about the first of these four, which is be fair. Right? We all have puppies and we understand that they're going to get into things, but if your puppy grabs your shoe that's been left out and it's nice and smelly, is that really your puppy's fault? Because they had it on the floor right next to their toy. It's nice and smelly. They want something from mom and dad. That's really not their fault. That's a management issue. So in the next slide, you could see us being a little silly with Yo's dog, Bentley, counter surfing, right? If there's a big juicy steak on your counter and your dog jumps up there.
They're opportunists.
Of course they're going to be fair, right? You as a human are going to walk over there and look at that steak. So why wouldn't your dog? So that's not a chance to punish them. That's a chance to teach them and to manage your surroundings. Being the parent, you wouldn't let a little kid walk around and stick their fingers in outlets. So let's make the same adjustments for our young puppies.
So what would you do if there was a kid putting their fingers in the different outlets? What's a management tool that you would suggest?
You would get those little baby-proof things and stick them in the outlets for them so that there's absolutely no access to that dangerous electricity.
And same with counter surfing. If you really don't want your dogs out of the kitchen, you can block them off of the kitchen by using an X-Pen, a gate. And then the alternative behavior, instead of going into the kitchen to get something that they want, would be
hanging out on a bed or a mat. Or sitting nicely outside the kitchen.
And saying please.
Saying please. So all of those are great options. But and then this for preparation for your training session. Guys, my dog had so much fun with this part.
This is one of your homework assignments.
This is one of your homework assignments. It's called the Tournament of Treats. So puppies have a really short attention span. So we really only have 1 to 5 minutes to get in some good information, and then it's going to go out the window after that, or they're going to get too wiggly and disinterested.
So training sessions should be very short. I mean, even 1 or 2 minutes. And this tournament is to kind of rate how your treats that you put out basically are for each dog.
Yeah, what the value of each thing that you're using for your dog. So this is Opal Blossom, my dog. I put out some treats, some meat, some yogurt, some peanut butter, frozen blueberries, carrots. So these are all things that I know that she really loves, but I wanted to play and see which ones that she liked the best.
Next week, we have a live appearance with Laura Nativo, whose product just launched, and she's got some yummy, really high reinforcement treats that we're excited to have her come. And she's going to be talking about how to read the labels, just how to read and see which ingredients are, that are better for your dog.
Definitely. So this is how you play the Tournament of Treats. So grabbing 5 or 6, I think we did 6 different ones, and you're going to compete. So it's March Madness. I know the basketball is canceled, but this is a great way to compete with your dog. Having 2 separate things. So start with what you would think is a low value, and you're going to compare them.
You're going to present 2 treats to your dog and let them choose.
So set it down in front of them, and whichever one they go to first, that's the winner.
And you write that down.
So you'll mark that down, and you can see Laura did this for us. Soft treats won the first round, so that moved on. And then we did soft treats and string cheese. Well, which one do you think that the dog choose out of there? Definitely the string cheese. For the next round, the string cheese won, you know, against the ground beef. Wow, that's really surprising. Then you have the string cheese and chicken. I think, yeah, salmon is the ultimate winner here, but just taking those 2 at a time, presenting them to your dog, and then saying, which one do you like better? And then you can go from there. Using really small quantities for this is going to be important. My dog ended up choosing crunchy treats over meat and yogurt and peanut butter, so that was the winner for us.
Yeah. And rewards, we are reward-based trainers, so rewards typically don't always mean food, but sometimes if we have a dog that is not picky with their food, we like to get as many as fast as possible behavior trained. But toys, play, verbal praise, those are all different types of rewards. That
puppy party, like we talked about earlier.
It's whatever your dog thinks is a reward.
Yeah. So here's your homework. One, for those of you with new puppies that are young, we want you to have at least 1 to 2 novel experiences. If you want to share some pictures with us on the Facebook group, we would love to see you guys out and about, obviously social distancing, but doing fun, you know, new experiences with your puppy. We'd love to see that. We're going to show you a video of hide and seek. So this is how you're going to play at home with your puppy.
So the hide and seek game is you can use food or toys or just simply being excited. You're going to toss. We use a behavior that we call get, and we basically toss something. It can be food, it can be a toy, but you do want to toss, because some dogs don't know what you're doing. You want to take it to their nose and then toss it pretty low, about 2 or 3 feet in front of them, and get them going in a different direction. Meanwhile, you quickly bolt out and you kind of hide. You get down low, and don't be ridiculous. Don't go in a closet or something. Okay. Don't go into a closet. Make sure that you're going someplace where your dog can kind of see you, so make it easy at first, and then you can get harder and harder. When you get to the spot, you want to call your dog's name. This is a great introduction to recall. So here's hide and seek with JD and Curtis, our other certified dog trainer. And we're using toys for this one. She loves toys. So he's doing a get, and then he's calling her.
Look how excited she is to find him. She bounces. Oh my gosh, I found you.
And she's using 2 toys. He's using 2 toys for this game.
Right. So the reward is, you found me, here's a toy, and then he's going to toss it behind him, and then he's going to run into another area. So,
she's like, I got you.
Yeah, so she's going to chase after him. We had a lot of fun with this one too. They were getting really silly. Curtis is ducking behind cabinets and going around the corner. Yeah, so have fun, be silly.
So
your puppy,
toss and then go in a different direction.
Your puppy loves to see you smile and laugh, so make sure that you guys are having fun when we're doing this too.
And with all the stress that's going on, like it just feels good to get out of your head and go do something and be silly.
You don't have to go in a room. Like Curtis just ducked behind a counter there, and that's plenty for your puppy to go. Where'd they go? So your homework this week includes hide and seek with your dog.
Okay, so let's go over the next one. So the second homework assignment is, we want you to build an obstacle course in your room, whatever room that your dog is most comfortable in, using like cookie trays,
muffin tins.
I had a disc. So you'll see in this video, Tupperware.
Tupperware is good.
Oh, well.
So any kind of surface that's going to make, even aluminum foil makes kind of a weird noise. And then we had a artificial turf ramp that we had her go up on, and that's what the picture is there.
And use treats, use their kibble, or just get down on the floor and you can incorporate some play or some follow while you're down there at the obstacle course. If you can shoot a little video of that, we would love to see it, or just snap a picture of your homemade obstacle course so we can have some ideas. I think, are those it? The only two homework assignments?
Yeah, and then you've got treat tournament, you've got obstacle course, you've got hide and seek, and then your novel experiences. So those are 4 things. Those are 4 simple and fun things that we want you guys to get into this week. And let us know what wins in your tournament, right? So my dog chose crunchy Honest Kitchen treats that are beef and blueberry, but every dog is going to be different.
So we're going to wrap it up pretty soon. Next week, we will be diving in a lot deeper into the training, how to train a new behavior, how to put it on cue. I think we've got 3 training behaviors that we're going to have, as well as some problem prevention topics that we'll go through.
And another developmental stage. So it's not just the baby puppies that are going to get good information. Make sure that you share this with all of your friends and family that have puppies as well, or that are regularly interacting with your puppy, right? So have them watch the recording, have them do the games with you so that they are in the same mindset. We can keep things consistent with our puppies.
All right. Is there any questions before we sign off? Just a reminder, we will have a link of the entire video and some of these, the training videos that we showed, the exposure, the hide and seek, the potty training one. We'll have those separately so you can watch them and share them. You'll also get a link to our Facebook private group page. But other than that, that is a lot of information for 1 hour, and we'll get you prepared. If you have a list, if you want us to send you a list, we will send you a list of what to expect for next week and some things to get. We're going to dive into interactive feeders, which are my favorite topics. Yeah. But Brian says, thank you very much. Looking forward to hearing back from all of you. Appreciate it. Have a wonderful day and talk to you later.
Thank you.
Bye.